Hi, welcome back to the garden. It's raining, so this will probably be a little quick because I don't want to get wet. Okay, so to begin with, the last of my seed starts are doing pretty well. As you can see, the tomatoes are starting to get their first set of real leaves. The peppers are kind of all over the place. Some of these are getting really big, some of them are not. I'm just kind of keeping them out here, and I just haven't potted them yet. If I go to my indoor pepper, this is the one that was planted last year and just kept in a pot inside. We're starting to get some good-sized fruit. I actually don't know what kind of pepper this is or when it should get harvested, so we'll just see what happens. Over in this grow bag, we have our mystery. We have no idea what was planted in that anymore. It took a while to come up. I don't know if it's pepper. I don't know if it's something else. I don't know if it's a weed. It's raining. It's wet, cold and wet out here. Anyways, I have no idea what those are, but we're going to just kind of watch and see. The bok choy is coming up. These have been planted multiple different times and get harvested as needed and replanted as needed. So we probably need to put some more seeds down, but those seem to be pretty happy. Over here, I think these are some kind of cucumber. We're not actually sure. Same with that one there. I don't know if that's going to make it or not, but these seem to be doing okay. The scallion onions are doing well. They're putting on lots of greens. As you can see, the onions I planted over there, I have just completely given up on. Once it dries out, I'll try to fill this with dirt. But for now, that's just swampland. If we go over to the chard, the ones that we replanted late, grass, it's everywhere. Anyways, okay, the ones that were replanted late seem to be still small, but they're still growing down there. The ones that survived the winter are growing. I haven't harvested any of these. They are like really thick, leathery leaves, so it's not like normal, the softness that I used to get out of normal chard. And I've got more little seedlings that need to be planted. I just don't know where I'm going to put them. Over here, our garlic is continuing to grow. Nothing special. Out of the watermelons, I think that is the only current survivor. And I'm not sure how well this is really going to do. Like, if you look at it, there's something wrong here. If anyone knows what causes that, please let me know. But I'm not sure that's going to survive. I think we're just going to replant when we have time. This bed I've been dumping potting soil in, so it's basically cardboard boxes, native soil mixed with vines and vegetative debris. And the native soil just kind of mixed up and tilled in, and then I'm putting old potting soil on top. It is swampy out here. So, continuing over, we've got 2 blueberry bushes planted. 1, 2. This is kind of a windy area, so I'm hoping these get bigger and just kind of block off the wind going into the garden. Those should get to be about 6 feet tall and 6 feet across. We'll see how they do. Continuing over, I've got the calamansi tree has made it into the ground. It's still got some yellow leaves. I'm a little worried about that, but we'll see how it does. Hopefully it'll be okay. And that's a mix of native soil and potting soil underneath, and it's been getting very well watered, especially now since it's raining. Now, on the other side of my dirt pile, we've got a similar situation. Oh, I didn't think it was going to be that wet over here. Well, hope it survives. Over there, we've got a lime tree that was planted, and that's half native soil, half potting mix in that hole. I did not think it was going to be that wet over here. We'll see how it goes. Oh! And the sprinkler for my septic is trying to soak me while I record this video. Fun. I didn't know that one went that far. Okay, over here in the pepper bed, these are all Thai green chilies that my wife planted. And honestly, they're mostly doing well. I don't think we've actually got any gaps in the pattern here. It's like they aren't necessarily all big, but they're all at least growing. And as you can see, the bigger ones are putting on flowers, and the really big ones are putting on fruit. I'm not quite sure what to do with the first fruits. I need to read more of Leviticus, but my guess is these are going to turn into hot sauce and end up in a men's group meeting. If we move over to the tomato and eggplant bed, I'm starting to get flowers on my big tomatoes. You can see a couple flowers there, a couple flowers there. Get the little sucker off. I lost a lot of my tomatoes, so I've ended up with eggplant in the middle, and this eggplant seems to actually be doing okay. That one, not so much. There, obviously, I need to put something else there. I'm planning to refill this bed with peppers and tomatoes based on whatever's growing. There's eggplant. I think it's an eggplant. Eggplant. Tomato. Nothing. And then way over there, kind of near the neighbor's property, is a peach tree that we planted. And I'm not going to run all the way over there in the rain to take pictures of it. So come back next week if you want to see the peach tree. And the chicken coop over there is done. I think the chickens are inside it because it is rainy and cold and wet out. And why would you want to be out in rainy, cold, and wet? If you want to see the chickens, there's a separate video on them. So overall, it's kind of nice that God's watering for me, and I don't have to do it myself. On the other hand, he's kind of watering me at the same time, so that's not the greatest. But anyways, that's what's going on in the garden this week. I've still got to up-pot get these little seedlings into the ground later. I kind of wish I had more trees, but you know, it's first year on the property. It'll slowly grow over time. We'll get there. Anyways, that's it for now. Have a good week.